Hey everybody, and welcome to Staying Kingdom Minded. So my name is Amanda, and if you're new to the channel, I do all things like Christian womanhood, Christian motherhood, and Christian living. So on Saturday mornings right now, we are doing a Bible study. I post those videos at 8 a.m. And then on Wednesdays at 8 a.m., we are doing another type of Bible study on all things modest living. Holy living and modest living are the two Bible studies that we're in the middle of right now. If you've missed any of those videos and you're interested in that type of thing, I will post the playlist in the description box below so that you can get caught up. If you're not already subscribed and you're coming over from Avi's channel, welcome. I'm super excited you are here. I cannot begin to express my gratitude to Miss Avi for doing another collaboration video with me. I was super excited when she said she was interested. I personally know what it feels like to walk down the path of a miscarriage, more specifically a blighted ovum. If you're watching this video, I have a feeling that you may be struggling in this same area. And if that's the case, then I want to pray for you. At the end of this video, I'm going to share something special I'm starting, and I really want you to be a part of it. All right, so I'll post some information about Avi, her awesome husband Lito, and their beautiful little girl in the description box below. She's talking about tips to conceive as well after a blighted ovum. So check her video out after this. All right, so this is Avi's Instagram feed. Check it out. It's full of amazing faith content, faith and fitness, and Christian motherhood. She's amazing. You guys are going to love her. All right, so let's jump into today's 5 TTC tips after having a blighted ovum. Okay, girls, so you know this heartache and this pain. You know that it's real, and you know that at times you can feel very lonely in this situation. Sometimes the answer that you're seeking for from God, when it doesn't come as quick as you're hoping for, maybe you're months in, maybe you're years into an infertility journey. Maybe you've recently got pregnant and you were so excited because your prayer and that promise turned into your reality and you were on the mountaintops just to find out on your first ultrasound that there was no baby in the sac. And if that is you, my friend, I know your pain. I believe that God allows us to walk down paths in our life so later we can encourage and uplift and speak life into other people's lives. And that's what this video is meant to do. The first tip I have for you for trying to conceive after having a blighted ovum is to connect yourself with a community of like-minded individuals. There's nothing worse than walking down this path of heartache just to have people tell you, well, it's not God's time yet. And one day, or maybe it's just not the will of God. There's nothing any more detrimental than having those feelings that you're feeling, those real raw emotions, and not feeling like anyone understands. No one gets this pain. No one has to take a test month after month to see negative after negative. And beginning to end, you can feel hopeless. When you surround yourself with a community of like-minded believers, Christian women who have walked the walk and are now talking the talk of faith and inspiring you and encouraging you, whether that be face-to-face, whether that be Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, posts, videos, and other people's journeys, they will impact you for the positive. I encourage you to seek out like-minded Christian believers who will speak life into your situation. There are many different online communities that you can use. I personally have a faith-based Instagram feed that I post 3 times a week regularly. I'm active in my stories, and I would love to have you come over and check that out. Avi is amazing. You guys would love her Instagram. She's constantly sharing tips, and she also has a group called Fertile Faith Sisters, I believe, where she pours into women just like you. I don't do tons of content related to this topic, but it's near and dear to my heart. I've walked the road that you're walking down, and I want to connect and be there for you. The second tip that I have for you for trying to conceive after having a miscarriage or blighted ovum is a spin-off of the first one. And that, my friends, is to make sure that you do not think on the things that the enemy plants into your mind that are contradictory to the Word of God. See, God allows us to walk down painful paths at times so He can continue to mold us and make us new and more like Him. However, in the attempt to be more like Him, we find ourselves dealing with a real pain. a pain that hurts so badly and we just can't see the end in sight. And I don't know about you, but at times I let my prayer life and my Bible reading and my quiet time with God fade into an almost non-existent state because the hurt consumed me. All I could do was watch videos. All I could do was think about how I was going to have a baby and now I'm not, and maybe I never will again, and it consumed me. I encourage you to stay faithful in the Word of God. I encourage you to reach out to people, allow people to speak life into your situation. Stay in prayer, talking to the Master. Stay connected to God in your quiet time and watch as He will reveal His faithfulness to you. The third tip that I want to share with you ladies today for trying to conceive after a blighted ovum is very simple. Really, maybe it's too simple. Maybe the thought of what you eat and drink doesn't really seem like it matters that much. I want you to pray about and do some research about diet, not going on a diet, but moreover how your diet is impacting your fertility. Did you know the things that you eat and drink have a huge correlation to your ability to conceive? Did you know if you struggle with things like PCOS, that the frequent insulin spikes that you have after consuming large carbohydrate-filled meals has the ability to negatively impact your ability to get pregnant? If you did not know that, I want to strongly encourage you to do some research. If you struggle with PCOS, metabolic conditions like diabetes, this may be the key for you unlocking your increased fertility. Okay, girls, so I want to talk to you about the regularity of your cycle or the lack thereof. If you find yourself struggling with PCOS or other metabolic conditions that affect your cycles and you're not very regular, maybe you go 45 days, 60 days, it just really is few and far between when you have regular monthly cycles, you're going to want to attempt to get to the cause, the underlying cause of why your cycles are not regular. Sure, you can conceive if your cycles are not regular, but it's definitely going to impact and increase your ability to conceive if your cycles are regular. At times, your doctor will want to put you on medications that maybe you're really not too terribly interested in going on for a short period of time to get your cycle regularity under control. If you have tried prayer, fasting, nutrition, exercise, increased water, all the things, right? All the TTC things, and none of them are working, I strongly suggest you talk to your doctor about getting those cycles under control and regulated so that you can track your ovulation closer. This does not mean you have a lack of faith. I want to make sure you understand God has placed healthcare professionals, just like myself, actually. I'm a nurse and in school getting my nurse practitioner, in our lives for a reason. If I was struggling with a heart condition, I would go see a cardiologist. If I was struggling with kidney failure, you better believe I would be seeing the nephrologist. Do you see where I'm going with this? It doesn't mean that I don't claim my healing. It doesn't mean that I don't believe that God is mighty and able, because I do. But it means that God has given us these healthcare professionals for a reason. And I believe if your cycles are irregular, it negatively impacts your ability to conceive. And I believe that you should seek your doctor. Okay, so the fifth and final tip I have for you to try and conceive after a blighted ovum is this. If you are 35 years old or younger and you've been actively trying to conceive for 12 consecutive months, month after month after month of negative results, call your doctor, make an appointment. Again, this is not a lack of faith. This is you taking active, intentional steps forward with the God-given benefits that you have access to set yourself up for success, all the while praying, all the while fasting, believing, and trusting in God's perfect plan, will, and time for your fertility. Take those steps today. If you are 35 years and older and you've been trying for 6 consecutive months, month after month, 6 months in, and you have not conceived, or possibly you've had a blighted ovum and now you're trying to conceive again 6 months in and it's just not happening, I want to encourage you to call your healthcare professional. It's very important that you work hand in hand with him, because if you have underlying conditions, like let's just say, for example, you have a clotting disorder that you don't even know you have, this can be problematic. Because yes, you can conceive, but your ability to be able to carry your pregnancy may be hindered if you have underlying medical conditions that are occurring you are not aware of. So those are my 5 tips for trying to conceive after a blighted ovum. Girls, I want you to know, God is not a respecter of persons. God will align your will. That means he will cause you to desire kingdom things when you keep your thoughts focused on the kingdom. God will give you your heart's desire if you desire his true and perfect will. And what better way to desire his true and perfect will than staying in the word of God? I want to let you know that you're not on this journey alone, and that the struggle and the heartbreak and the heartache is real, and I feel it for you. In the other video that I posted, I spoke and counseled with thousands of women about this topic. Thousands of women have experienced this pain. It does not take away from yours. Your pain is your reality, but we serve a mighty God. I'm starting something that I want you to be a part of. Comment below if you would like your name to be added to my fertile journal. So I'm starting a fertile journal and I want your name in it. God is a rewarder of those that diligently seek him. And the Bible says where 2 or 3 are gathered, there he is in the midst. And we may not be physically gathered today, but we are gathered in the way that we can be for such a time as this. I want to pray over your fertility. I believe that God will move mountains if we will come together in agreement with his perfect will, time, and purpose. God has a plan. He has your name on it. He knew your name. He called you. He formed you in your mother's womb as he will form your child in yours. He already knows the baby's name. He already knows exactly what the days of the child will look like. He knows that you desire this one thing. And just as Hannah prayed and sought after God for her blessing, just like you are now, I want to intercede on your behalf. If you would like your name to be put in my fertile journal, please comment below and let me know. I will have contact information in my description box so that you can reach out to me and we can connect and talk privately if you just want to vent, just want to get it off your chest. I'm here for you, ladies. I believe in you, and I know that God has a blessing with your name on it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for allowing me to speak life into your situation. Thank you for allowing me to pour positivity and faith and the word of God into your mind today. Stay focused on kingdom thoughts today, ladies. Don't allow the enemy to steal your joy, and find the beauty in the process. In this process where God is molding you, he's going to use you to minister to other women who are walking this path. I believe in you and your fertility, and most of all, in the God you serve. Don't forget to head over and check out Miss Avi's video on tips to conceive after a blighted ovum. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. All right, girls, I will see you in the next video. Oh, P.S. by the way, don't forget, wherever you are and in all things, like watching YouTube videos and trying to conceive, to stay kingdom-minded.